This is Eryri, a breathtaking part of North Wales that draws visitors in their millions. But this wild landscape can also hold dangers.
It's all loose here.
And when things go wrong, the busiest network of rescue agencies in the country must come together.
We found this female.
Saving lives.
How did I get down there?
In a landscape like no other.
That's a proper job there.
There's always a yearning to get out into the snow. It's just got a different feel to it.
The first snowfall of winter, and Eryri's mountains are transformed into a wonderland of white.
It's just a very magical place to be. It's a wonderful feeling, making your first footsteps and breaking the snow.
All mountaineers love the snow. It just adds that extra element of beauty to the mountains.
But this beauty comes with very real risks, making the stakes of every decision far higher.
Snow always adds an extra layer of difficulty to it. And the conditions get harsher, and it's just more of a challenge.
And there's one place you definitely don't want to get stranded in the snow.
Crib Goch is one of the most serious places you could go as a mountaineer. It's a kind of 1 foot ridge with drops of 300-400 metres either side.
This is the proper narrow bit, isn't it?
If something was to go wrong, it would go very wrong.
Ooh.
If you were to trip and not hold on, you would have potential fatal injuries.
It's an icy morning at the end of November. A climber is stuck on the snow-covered east ridge of Crib Goch. He's well kitted out for the conditions, but is suffering from vertigo, a type of severe dizziness. Volunteers from Llanberis Mountain Rescue Team head out.
We'll be with the casualty within the hour.
Is it just one guy up there?
Yeah. It is a place where we get fatalities. We might get 1, maybe 2 on Crib Goch a year. Can be a dangerous area.
There's no time to lose. In these conditions, there's a real risk of hypothermia.
-4 here with windchill, -5.
And it'll take the team around an hour to reach him.
Now, it's actually started snowing here now. I can't see the hills.
Base coordinator Elvin decides to see if the Coastguard helicopter is available to help.
We've got a team who've dispatched. He's in a relatively safe place at the moment.
The nearest available helicopter is put on standby, but it's 103 miles away. And with another snowstorm due to move in, it may not reach them.
For now, put it on hold and we'll call you back if we decide we need an aircraft.
They must do their best to get him out, on foot.
There's definitely lots of snow, quite deep in places. It's tricky to then understand what terrain is under your feet. If no one else has been on the ridge, there aren't any footsteps to follow. So you have to be better at that navigation and route finding yourself.
So they won't be too long before they're with you, the 15 to 20 minutes max.
How you doing? Yeah. Okay. My name's Richard. I'm the rescue team.
When I got to him, he was looking a bit shriveled and a bit disheartened.
No worries, okay.
He was telling me that he was going to paraglide from the summit of Canada again and had lost his confidence.
We're just putting helmet and harness and securing him, and then we'll start to do a lower from the middle of the rock step, over.
He was disappointed, and he would be. You're going to do this massive adventure. I mean, how glorious would it be to walk up and over Crib Goch in the snow and then fly off? That's what dreams are made of, isn't it?
So we've got 1, 2.
Got this trace line in if we want it for up here.
Yeah, it's more than enough to get down.
It's really brave to identify that you shouldn't carry on. He made a really good call on that.
It's this decision that might have saved his life.
Knowing your limits. People need to stop and turn back if it gets to that point where they think it's too dangerous.
Now the casualty is secured, they need to get him safely down the mountain.
Let's just get moving a bit. We'll warm you up slightly. More footsteps and pinches with your hand. That's it.
They put on a harness in case he faints or slips.
So you're safe. We're just going to put another rope on close to the shore.
But there's more to this rescue than just the casualty's physical safety.
So we're going to go together. We'll take it nice and slow.
They'll be so stuck in their sense of worry that they'll lose the ability to walk. It's just having that calming voice to stop someone and actually get them to look up and look at the view and just smile and take a deep breath.
Happy?
Yeah. So we're going to come slightly to the left.
At last, they're on the move, and the rescue helicopter can be stood down.
We'll be done and dusted within the hour. But thanks very much for your assistance earlier on. That's great.
Okay.
I still see the dead.
You never want to put people off. You come to the winter conditions because it's absolutely beautiful and it's a different adventure.
How you doing?
With the casualty now safely on his way down, the team can take a moment to appreciate the stunning surroundings for themselves.
Being on Crib Goch in the snow, for me, there's nothing better. It's my favourite mountain.
Oh, beautiful views now.
You're going out with people that you get on with, love all the things that you love doing.
Oh, there goes my helmet.
And then just helping someone get off the mountain safely.
As the snow melts in Eryri's mountains, huge volumes of water swell its streams and rivers. It means all the area's rescue teams are on high alert, including North Wales Fire and Rescue.
In recent years, the role of the fire service has changed. We attend a lot more water incidents now. We could get mobilised to somebody stuck in a river, a car stuck in water.
Water is big and powerful. It can change everything in a matter of minutes.
This was the picture in Capel Killig in Conwy, where wind gusts of more than 80 miles an hour have been recorded, with floodwater swamping farmland. The Met Office are calling the storm a multi-hazard event.
Storm Bear caused significant and widespread flooding.
That area in particular, around Llanrwst, is renowned for being a floodplain.
We had this triad of snowmelt, high tide, and then lots of rain falling, which caused the river level to be about 1 to 1.5 metres higher than it would normally be.
People can get caught out, particularly where they're near river banks. 1 minute you're walking along and everything's fine, and the next, all of a sudden, you are isolated.
Kathy and her husband Brian were visiting family near Llanrwst when the storm hit.
It had rained most of the day. But about 4 o'clock, the wind had eased and the rain was stopping. Brian set off with Nell for a walk, just on the path he would normally do towards a footpath into Llanrwst. About 15-20 minutes later, I thought, because the rain had stopped, I'd go out for my run. So I got as far as just past the playground and noticed there was water on the path. I could see somebody coming up the lane. And he said, 10 minutes ago, that water wasn't there. I phoned Brian, I told him about the flood, and he said, all right, he was on his way back, he'd be there soon. He'd not gone as far as the river. He was surprised to hear that there was flood water well away from the river. I phoned probably about 10 minutes later, and he wasn't answering the phone then.
After another 15 minutes, Kathy finds their dog, Nell. But there's no sign of Brian. She immediately calls 999.
We knew that there was going to be some flooding within that area.
It's one of those incidents that fills you with dread. The priority is getting the right people with the right skills and experience to the scene as quickly as possible.
We deployed with the flood rescue kit. We realised we were actually surrounded by water.
Torrential rain, really, really strong winds.
Time is the critical factor there in terms of survivability.
Brian's last known location was on Gowers Road, a mile-long track running through the fields between Trefryw and Llanrwst.
Can you get us a foot pump out of the back, mate?
So I've got a team down there working back up, and I've got a team working from here going back down.
And I've got a team that's just about to go over to the sewage box and do the field. It really is a race against the clock to cover key areas. So that's our tracks, our points of interest, our railway lines, our hedge lines. Okay, I'm going to just update my team that to try and maximise chances of a rescue.
The immediate search area covers over a square mile, which the fire and mounted rescue teams have divided between them.
When we have a number of agencies at incidents like this, we do have a coordinated approach to the searching. It's really important. We work together closely.
We will exploratory down there and see what we can get.
Fire have got one service at the vets here that we're going to try and get back in.
And motivate them, move them back in there if they can.
But at that bridge, it was shoulder height.
We're thinking with the speed of the river that we might go and reposition down towards Snowdonia and Dalgarrog, and then start searching the river in a southerly direction against the flow.
Coastguard helicopter 936 has also been called in to search from the air.
They could come along and help us with some thermal imaging camera. From above, they could relay to us where they'd seen that our crews had searched. Coastguard helicopter has done its search pattern that we've asked it to do.
Information is coming at different times from different sources.
And now he's concentrating in that area now.
Despite their methodical search, there's still no sign of Brian. And conditions are getting increasingly dangerous.
The water level is rising on a country lane. 1 minute you could see the hedge and the next minute you couldn't. Fast flowing water can drag debris along with it. You might have trees that have come down further upstream, moving through the water.
Paddling the raft wasn't possible because of the cross flow and the very spiky hedge.
With the wind and the water movement, we can't actually make progress safely.
We had to put a swimmer across with a rope to allow other people to transit across that deep water section.
The river levels had come up 3 or 4 metres, I would say. The roads were well obscured, gates were underwater, so there was a lot of unknown risks underneath the water.
You're dealing with pitch black, flood water, there were waves coming up, so it is not without significant risk.
They do not believe that it is feasible or safe to actually cross into the fields and search through there.
The teams have now been searching the flooded area for more than 3 hours, without success.
You try to be positive about these things, but when you realise the time scale and the conditions, you know that there's less likely to be a good outcome.
The risk involved at the moment, having emergency services either in the water or close to, lack of any daylight.
The likelihood of somebody surviving in water beyond 90 minutes is quite slim.
The difficult decision is made to call off the search for the night.
Having to make that decision, it's done with a very, very heavy heart. We know that we've been searching for somebody. We have to all make that decision collectively.
We've gone from a rescue phase now to a recovery phase, where the incident's hand over to North Wales Police.
We will always go above and beyond to try and rescue and save somebody's life. But unfortunately, it's not always the case.
They tried so hard. They tried until, I think, gone 9 o'clock. I must have made the call to the emergency services just before 5. And they tried very long time into the night.
And you know the impact you're having on families and friends. That's not lost on any of us.
The teams return in daylight to keep searching, even though their hopes of a rescue are past.
On the Sunday morning, the police divers found our casualty, and we were able to recover him to the edge of the floodwater.
He wasn't by the river. He was in the fields and didn't think that it would come up that fast. Well, I didn't know that anything like that could happen so quickly. He would never, ever, ever have gone out if he thought he was going to hurt himself and put other people at risk. That was not him at all. My family and I, we'd really like to thank everybody. We're really grateful to the tremendous effort they made to find Brian and to give him back to us. Diolch o galon to them all.
In such a fast-changing environment, rescuers must sometimes respond to calls, despite not knowing exactly what the emergency is.
The more information that you've got, the more informed your decisions can be.
Mobile 1 should be now down in your location. I don't know how far you are off the vehicle, over.
If you don't know anything, then in some senses you maybe have to assume the worst.
And this is where the team members' experience can make all the difference.
I work as an outdoor instructor in Snowdonia.
They're just coming round around the side of the tops.
Oh, yeah, on the tops, yeah.
Having that local area knowledge is so helpful when you do go out in poor visibility. You can find your way a lot more easily.
Cwm Idwal in the Ogwen Valley.
You got the lovely classic lake at the bottom, you got a pebbly beach at one end.
It's very steep, very rocky. There's lots of little gullies, so it makes it incredibly difficult to search for people in that terrain.
It's a frosty January evening. Shouts for help have been reported in the mountains above Cwm Idwal, near a route called Crib Goch, or Seniors Ridge.
Hey, Albie, did you come in on this call out? Let's go, jacket.
Ogwen Valley Mountain Rescue is called in to investigate.
Is this worth giving you as the advance party?
Yes.
Some passers-by had heard what they thought were shouts for help, and that was all we knew.
But is it really a casualty in distress? There is another possible explanation.
It could well be goats.
We get quite a lot of false alarms because we have a lot of goats that sound a lot like people shouting for help.
The goats is a sort of never-ending nemesis of the team.
But we can't not respond to them. We always go.
The team leave base and soon meet more walkers who've heard shouting.
Did you pass them?
Yes, yes.
And we had a couple of people show us on a map where they thought the people were.
I think they are kind of like over here.
Had kind of 5 or more reports of flashing lights and cries for help.
We've just spoken to another person on the footpath who's given us a sort of better fix.
But no, very little to go off. No idea of the number of people involved, no idea of injuries. We carried in a full medical kit in case it was quite a nasty call-out.
The team is still a 90-minute walk from the area where the cries were heard. And in the darkness, the steep, gullied mountainsides will be hard to search.
We are at least an hour and a half from there. Is it worth radioing to see if the helicopter's available?
They call in the Coastguard rescue helicopter. But before it even arrives,
this is rescue! Stay where you are!
Well done.
We have had voice comms with the casualty party, still none the wiser as to where they are.
Let's see what the heli manages. The helicopter was able to fly, but not actually come in and winch or do anything because the terrain was too complex.
Heli's really low.
If they got any closer, the risk of knocking these 2 boys off with 20 ton of helicopter and its downdraft was fairly high.
the helicopter can't see them, so stands down.
I think that's them tagging out.
Okay. So we were back to very old school searching of just looking for people with our eyes on the side of the cliff. Do you want me to go first if you...
Yeah, I'll let you leapfrog.
We were quite lucky in that we had Mo with us. She knows that ridge, like the rest of us know our back gardens.
I'm assuming you've worked this quite a few times.
A lot of times.
I can hear the shouting. You see the light or not?
It's already been several hours since the first calls for help were heard, and temperatures are plummeting.
Everyone doing okay?
Was down to freezing because we were dealing with verglass.
Lots of ice.
A very, very fine layer of ice over the top of everything. Anything, especially rocks, become lethal.
So we need to get on top of this, maybe a little bit higher.
2 team members head to the lake to see if they can spot the casualties from there.
You can see the camp party and your lights, and it looks like you are above them, over.
We were able to see where the casualties' head torches were, and we were essentially guiding them in to their location.
All received, great spot.
Let's get to there and see.
Yeah, that works.
Hello! We had to keep finding a high vantage point where we could take a peek in and then assess, could we get down any closer, or did we need to try a different strategy?
You are going to see above the casualties within 50 metres of them.
Hello! Oh, hello! Come and shine a big torch where I am. It was definitely a relief when we could see their lights, hear them, and start thinking about how can we now get them off.
Can you give me the bottom of the rope?
Because we were only a small, hasty party, We didn't have lots and lots of ropes, we just had one. To know whether we would be able to reach them on one rope's length was a bit of a gamble.
Lower and slow.
And fingers crossed we can get there. If we wanted more ropes, it would have taken another couple of hours for those to arrive.
You can go a bit quicker if you want to.
She went off, scrambling down in the direction of these boys.
All stop, all stop. That's me with the casualties.
I've never been so happy to see someone in my life.
You're going to want your back to be able to attack them.
It was really good to see that they were doing okay.
Wow, you got a sore throat from shouting. That might have just saved your life.
They were on a sort of sofa-sized ledge on the side of the cliff.
They had a big drop below them.
Right, pop one arm through there for me. This arm through here.
Mo fits them with harnesses for the climb back up.
So, you're the leader?
But with only a single rope, it's risky.
Jack's in the middle, and I'm at the back, okay?
It's not great to have lots and lots of people hanging on one rope, because if one person falls off, you don't want them to pull the other people off as well.
So go up on that little ledge.
I think that's where the knowledge and experience comes in.
And go left with your feet on that ledge towards the grass. Go on, you got it.
If you've got that judgment to be able to know what's safe, but not gold standard, you then are able to execute it in a way that is okay.
Yep. Well done, folks.
You can't always do gold standard. Often it's brown standard. We shouldn't sell ourselves as brown standard, otherwise no one will want to be rescued.
Bless you, no, thank you so much.
Now it's a 2-hour walk back down.
Nearly midnight.
Nearly midnight? We'll be looking for you for about 3.5 hours. Wow.
They'd gone for a big day out and their phones had died. I think they stopped for some refreshments, put the bag down, and the bag has rolled off the edge of the cliff. And they've followed it, and they've ended up getting onto a ledge, and they've looked behind and gone, we can't get back up this. We definitely can't get down this.
If you go where Robin is much better.
If it had been me and I'd lost the bag there, I'd have looked, I'd have peeked over the side, and I'd have gone, no chance.
Really icy.
Yeah, follow me.
I think if these two guys had been there all night, it might not have been such a good outcome for them.
Dying, mate, but wanting.
The fact that they were able to shout and get some attention from passers-by probably saved their lives.
Oh, it's nice and warm in here.
This is an old school rescue, feeling your way around the mountains.
Or better.
If somebody makes a call, then we go. There is no decision, because for the one that isn't a goat, it could be the one that saves someone's life.